Good. It is 5:01 and we are going to go into regular open session. There was an addendum to the agenda to reject the claim of damages number 307-2940. In closed session, the board took action to reject the claim of damages for claim number 307-2940. The board voted unanimously to reject the claim of damages for claim number 307-2940. Presentations and recognitions. We are going to turn things around a little bit. We are going to start with the Eastern Mojave Literacy presentation. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, come on up.
I'm Terry Rogers, and I'm the president of Eastern Mojave Literacy Council, which is one of the chapters under the California Reading Association, also part of the International Reading Association. And we, Eastern Mojave, held an essay contest. We invited teachers to ask their students who love to read to submit an essay. The contest is open to kindergarten to 12th grade students. And the purpose of it is to try to get students to express their joy of reading, because that's the whole point of the people in this, is they love literacy. It's not just reading, but literacy and promoting it and having children have a joy for that. So thank you for letting us make the presentations here, because we got a lot of really wonderful essays, and I really appreciate the principals and the teachers that made it known to their students and gave them the opportunity to participate. So this is our Secretary Treasurer, Lauren Rogers, and I'm going to present the 35. So these students are our local winners, and all these essays, I've already submitted them to the California Reading Association, and they will read them and they will select an overall winner from the state of California, as well as a couple of honorable mentions. And the student, we've had several, actually, Barstow Unified has had probably 7 state winners in the past, where they actually had conferences in person where the students were invited to go and read their essays at the conference, and then they're published in the California Reader, which is the journal for the California Reading Association. So I wouldn't be very surprised if one of these students were also winners, because they were excellent. So we have 3 students that are in the 3rd, 5th category, and they all happen to be 3rd graders from Mrs. Pat's class, and she was disappointed to be here, but she's in India and won't get back till tomorrow, so she wasn't able to attend. But Mr. Rubin, always No, we're going to here. So we give these to the students, please. Okay, so I'm really excited to meet these, because we read them over and over because we just had such a hard time deciding. It's very hard. So our first winner is Ryan Franey.
Yeah, let's come over here.
Okay.
You get this.
And there you go. Very good. You'll stay here because we have a couple more. Noah Mendez, check it out. Congratulations. Well done. And it'll be on Lynn Gray. Amen. Possible I'd like to. Oh, you're going to take
Yes,
pictures?
can we get a picture?
Sure.
Ready, hold up your,
Certificates over there. See them?
are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
And then these are the ones from the 6th through 8th grade category from STEM, I believe. So the first one goes to Ariana Martin.
Miss
Martin. Yay. The next one is Bri Kashala. Kenzie Meineke. Okay, we'll hold on to that for her. Callie Van Horn. Gracie Grow. Congratulations. And Aria Heldrick.
Scoot in and face me.
Aye.
Ready? 1, 2.
Can you get one?
Absolutely.
There we go. Good job, ladies.
Is that it?
Yes, that's
All right.
it. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rogers. Recognition, School Officer Resource Officer Recognition. Barstow Unified School District would like to recognize the support and efforts of Barstow Police Department School Resource Officers Brian Pena and George Gotti. Officer Brian Pena began working in BUSD schools on January 3rd, 2021, and Officer George Gotti started on September 20th, 2021. Both officers will be returning to patrol duties with the City of Barstow. We are truly thankful for the contributions they have made to our students and staff.
So this says, presented to School Resource Officer Brian Pena with great honor and appreciation for your dedication and commitment to the students and staff of Barstow Unified School District. Never forget the difference you make every day. You are greatly appreciated.
Thank you so much.
And then also, yes, don't leave me alone. Presented to School Resource Officer George Gotti with great honor and appreciation for your dedication and commitment to the students and staff of Barstow Unified School District. Never forget the difference you make every day. You are greatly appreciated. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank
Looking
you.
forward to meeting that dog.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Yep.
Next, Administrative Mentorship Program.
So we have several Barstow Unified School District administrators that have participated for the last 2 years in the mentorship program for Barstow Unified School District. It was actually a program that was brought on in 2022, 2023 under Jeff Malin's leadership as the superintendent. And we continued it this year in support of our new administrators. And we will continue the program in 24-25 as we bring on even more administrators. And I'm very proud at the mentorship program that we have been providing to our principals, our assistant principals, and our dean of students. And we will continue that process and in support of our administrators in order for us to always do what's good and best for our students and our schools. And so we have recognition awards for those mentors who actually participated this year in supporting our new administrators. So I know some are here, but I think we're missing a few, but
Maybe the ones that are here.
so we'll do the ones that are here, and then we'll recognize the ones who are not here altogether. So first one is here, Jamie Fisher. And if I can get Mr. Robert Dominguez, up here as well. So one for Jamie Fisher and one for Robert Dominguez, both mentors for our school district, but they both led the first ever for Barstow Unified School District Assistant Principal Academy, the AP Academy, which I think was extremely successful, and we're happy to continue it for next year to support our APs and our deans. And these two were the ones who really kind of moved that AP Academy forward. So thank you so much. Thank you. All right. And then who else is oh, Vinny. Dr. Vinny Williams, and then the rest are okay. Is the other administrator who was part of the mentor program, and he actually mentored several of our principals this year. So here is your recognition. And then we have three who were unable to be with us today, Mr. Brent Leslie, Ms. Carrie Malden, and Mr. Vince Williams. They will receive their recognition at another time. So.
Next, recognition of board member Julie Clemmer.
So we have some individuals in the audience who have things that they would like to say to Ms. Clemmer, but that will have to wait until we get to that part of the agenda. However, I would like to say, to inform our guests that are here that Julie Clemmer started as a board member in 2003, if I have that correct. More than 20 years for service to Barstow Unified School District. And I will report, because I know there's someone in the building who will probably have more to say prior to 2020, but since my tenure at BUSD in 2020, you were part of passing a $5.5 million Measure F Series C bond for the modernization of Barstow Junior High School. You endured a pandemic where we closed and reopened schools and had drive-by and virtual graduations. You helped us when we entered into a 5-year stipulated judgment and worked with us to progress through that. You were part of reopening Barstow Intermediate School. You also were part of approving the construction of a student support center that is above Barstow Fine Arts Academy that should be finished here relatively soon. And then so many other accomplishments in the 20 years we've spent on the board. We can't thank you enough.
Now you cover it up. There's really good tissues right there.
With our greatest appreciation, we hereby honor Julie Clemmer. Throughout your 20.5 years of service, you have believed in the mission and vision of Barstow Unified School District. Your unwavering support and unrelenting guidance have helped in leading our path to success. You are being honored with much appreciation and gratitude. Presented this June 25, 2024, on behalf of the staff, students, and the Barstow Unified School District Board of Trustees.
approval of the minutes. It is recommended that the board approve the minutes of the meeting 6/11/24 regular board meeting. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve the minutes of the regular board meeting of June 11th, 2024. Can I get a motion and a second, please?
So move.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Business from the floor. The board meeting is a business meeting with the board held in public forum to comply with the Brown Act. It is not a town hall meeting with the board. This is a time for citizens to present problems or questions they feel the board should discuss. Individuals are encouraged to address the full board, not individual board members. The law prohibits the board from taking action on items not on the agenda. Requests to speak heard should be filled out in advance and presented to the superintendent's executive assistant. Instructions for submitting remote public comments can be found on our website, busd12.com, under the tab Board of Trustees. The board has a policy of limiting any speaker to not more than 3 minutes. For the record, state your name, and I think we got a few of those, haven't we?
We have a few. The first one will be Cindy Wilson, and her purpose is Lenwood RSP teacher, Miss Coleman, and the rest of the teachers. Miss Wilson.
Okay, they're both at the bathroom. Can I go first, Monica John?
Monica is next, so yes, Monica Chong, Lenwood RSP teacher, do not remove.
Yes, we just got word that our RSP teachers are gonna be removed from our schools. And when Hinckley closed, we didn't get as much help out there at Linwood like we should. And I just don't want, I just don't want our kids hurting, any more than they are. Because when our Hinckley school closed, we didn't get any help. We need the help, and she's our help. Please keep her. Thank you.
Is Miss Wilson?
No, not yet.
You're still in the bathroom.
Okay. And then Elizabeth Tomlinson, also Lenwood RSP teacher. Kid will not thrive without her. I'm not sure what it started with. No? Not yet. Okay. Jeff Malin, Julie Clemmer send-off.
Jeff, you're up. You're up.
This is weird. No. First of all, let me say that it is my distinct honor to be here for Julie, number one. And I want to be extremely politically correct. Board of Trustees, Superintendent, Cabinet members. My name is Jeff Malin. I'm here because I feel, by the way, Julie was supposed to write a couple pages for me to talk to. Julie in her 23.
20.
Okay. Overestimating on that one, okay. I remember I was a principal, I'm just gonna reflect back to when Julie was our first board member. To 2004, I believe. You came to the junior high school that was just started at that point in time, Barstow Junior High School. I was the principal at the time. And you wanted to see how things were going, things were moving along. And my first impression of Julie was that she has a vested interest, number one, in the students of Barstow. If you've seen Julie operate, the way that she travels around to different schools, backpack events, giving away clothes, things like that for schools that are in need, students that are in need. She is, one in a million. I can tell you right now, she's been a treasure to me to be able to talk to periodically about different things when I was superintendent. And through good times, bad times, through all the things that we've been through in my 11, going on 12-year tenure as superintendent. And as I said, I can't say enough good things about Julie and what she did for our district and the many things that she is truly responsible for. I know she talks about one board member doesn't make a difference, but this one board member makes a huge difference. And she would talk common sense and logic guiding me through things that I was struggling with. And when I first became superintendent, I'll just reflect back, it was her and Mr. Rosenberg back here when he was on the board of trustees that I will say gave me the opportunity to continue to grow. And I'm gonna look over here at Ray. You know, Ray was the three that were the core here at that time, and were so helpful to me. But Julie, I want to just thank you for all of your years of service to the district. It's something that I will always remember, and I always just reflect back on all the great things that we did together. And I just want to again thank you for everything that you've done. And good luck, you and Bob. Where's Bob? You and Bob in your future endeavors. And I'll be going to Texas to see you periodically. So good luck in everything, and thank you again for everything you did. So thank you very much.
We're gonna return to Cindy Wilson for Lenwood RSP teacher, Ms. Coleman, and the rest of the teachers. Cindy Wilson?
Oh, I'm right here. It was brought to my attention earlier today that they were thinking about doing virtual classrooms for the, what is
RSP.
what?
RSP.
Oh, RSP, I want to say RSP, I always say RSP, but they were gonna do virtual classrooms in the elementary school. Now, if that happens, those kids are gonna suffer. Because I'm with them, like most of the time, I'm with them every day. And they need the one-on-one with the teacher. The junior high and high school kids, not so much. They're more of a virtual classroom. They're okay, they're older, they understand. And we saw what happened during COVID with a lot of these kids got left behind due to virtual classrooms. So if that's the case, these kids are gonna suffer because they're little. Now my daughter's not thinking about not bringing my grandbaby, she's autistic, to school. How's she gonna learn? She's gonna need the teachers in the classroom. They need that one-on-one training. Those little kids do. And they look up to us and they come to us for advice. We help them with schoolwork, everything. Now, if they had a virtual teacher, they don't get that hands-on experience. They don't get to, a lot of kids have, autism. What they need the person in the classroom. They need that physical person there. But if you do it virtual, they're not going to be able to get a hold of the teachers. They're not going to be able to, I don't think they'll be able to really do really good. But I think that they need that help. The little kids do. The bigger kids, they're okay. They've already been through, they've done virtual classes. But for the ones that are struggling in school, they need that teacher there. They need the teacher in the classroom, not a virtual teacher from far away. Speech, yeah, I get that. But RSP, no. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
And then Elizabeth Tomlinson, also Lenwood RSP teachers. Elizabeth Tomlinson?
Two and then one came out.
Oh, no, still.
No? No? Okay. Then we're on to Ben Rosenberg. I believe this is also reference to Julia Clemmer.
You only have 3 minutes.
I'm not very long-winded. Trustees, administrators, people in the audience, I just wanted to take a chance to come up and kind of talk about Julie Clemmer, the lady of the moment, I guess. There's a lot of people out here that might not know who Miss Clemmer is, so kind of listen to the people that are standing up. A huge, valuable part of our community, not just in the school district, because Jeff said, 20 plus years in school district. I'm gonna date you, and Ray's got even more years than you, so we can do the math after that. But it's 50 plus years of association with the school district, as a student, as a parent, and then as a trustee. So knowing exactly what has happened from as far back as the 70s until today, you've been involved one way or another in the school district. That institutional knowledge is of great benefit to the younger board members, to the younger administrators, and everything else. I don't quite know what people, how do I want to say this? The loss is going to be great. I don't know if everybody quite understands that. the teaching that you gave me, we'll start back when I was a snot-nosed little kid, and the guidance that you gave me, or Bob gave more, than you got sucked into it. I became who it is that I am because of you guys, and kind of grew. Then I learned. I had business questions, so in my professional life, I asked you questions. In my personal life, I asked you questions. And as a board member, I asked you many questions to get to learn of what's going on. And what I noticed coming in is that you're business savvy, you're parent savvy, you're community savvy, the attachment that your parents had to the community, all of that history made you make a decision that wasn't best for you, but was best for the community and the district. And I want to say probably the community came first, even more so before the district, because in certain things you had strong opinions. I can go back to the COVID time. I can go back to one that we discussed the other night where you used some kind of colorful language, and you were passionate about what it was that you were speaking about. But at the core of all that wasn't Julie Clemmer. It was what was best for the students and for, the employees, and then everything else. Yes, you're only one voice on the board, and that's something that everybody needs to understand. But you kind of, were able to make people understand what was important and give that continuity to an issue. I look back when I first showed up here and what Ernie was doing, before that what Willie Haley was doing, and some of the people that you had to work with, you got them to understand what was best for the district. I wish right now that Mary and Ace were sitting here to be able to cherish in what it is you did, because when we all came on, Ray, myself, you, Barbara, then Ray and Mary, we had something, we were just coming out of having no money and looking at jobs and looking at programs and everything else. Weathered and stormed, and it's a great place. And I have to say, it's pretty all all because of you. You're gonna be sorely missed, and I know I'm gonna miss you. And so, thanks. Do I got more time?
Aaron Solis to say goodbye to Julie.
I'll keep mine short and sweet, not like Ben and start rambling. Hello, my name is Erin Solis, and I first met Julie Clemmer through the Barstow Optimist, which was only about 7 years ago. Julie has been more than just a mentor. She's I'm out. Yeah, restart.
Start the timer over.
Yeah. Distracting. She's like my third mother, and I'm so sad to see her go. And I'm not sure if this community really understands when an asset is taken off to Texas tomorrow, but I'm sure that this board and everyone in this room knows and understands how truly lucky we are all to know both Bob and Julie. Okay. Down to business. Without her, I know we would not have been able to donate $26,000 to Barstow High School for sports. And I know that it would have been absolutely impossible to donate more than 4,700 backpacks to kids in this community. That's one event I know that she will miss the most, and we're coming up on our 8th year, and I know it's gonna be really hard this year. This is hard. I cannot end without saying how grateful for all the things that I have learned from her, and how my family is also so grateful for all the love and the memories that we get to have in their house. And before I already started crying, I wrote it down because I knew I was gonna cry, and I didn't want this to sound like an obituary. I need to remind myself that they're only moving to Texas, right, Bob? Not to the moon. And that for all of my future endeavors, whatever they might be, that you guys are only a phone call away. So, thank you.
And representing the Barstow City Council, Ms. Barbara Rose or Julie Clemmer.
Thank you. I'd like to shift this up just a little before my 3 minutes starts. Here, Mr. Malin, Mr. Rosenberg, please join us here. Let's get the oldies but goodies up front. Ray, you're part of it, everybody's part of it, but Ray, Chris, we were part of the team. And I would just love to,
What do you keep moving? Oh my God, Barbara.
so I want to start off by just giving a snippet of my experience. I worked with Ms. Clemmer for almost 14 years as Unified School District Board of Trustees. And there was things that she did that really got under my skin. But it took me time to grow. And Ms. Clemmer became my mentor. She was my mentor. She helped me grow. She helped me become the leader I am. If you look up the example of what a leader is, Ms. Clemmer's name should be there. She is a leader because she says things that are so profound that people just want to follow. They want to follow her examples. They want to follow what she is saying because everything she's done has made sense. Everybody has said all the great things of Ms. Clemmer. She is extremely profound, as Mr. Rosenberg was, with our budgets. And I learned a lot from them. It's going to be a huge void once Ms. Clemmer leaves. Not only for the Unified School District, for our students, for our staff, for this board, administrators, but for our community. 50 years she has contributed and her family to this community and has given back over and over again. We are beyond blessed to have Ms. Clemmer and her husband and family within our lives, okay? I've always talked about a kaleidoscope, how beautiful a kaleidoscope is. Ms. Clemmer, your kaleidoscope within my life and with, I hope, amongst everybody else's life has been beautiful. And with your departure, it's shifting and it's going to be less beautiful. You are going to be missed. And in saying that, I would just want to thank you for your years of service, your dedication, your love for this community, for our students within Barstow Unified School District. In saying that, I would like to present a proclamation from the city of Barstow. Don't make me cry. Don't look at me. Cowboys fans don't cry. Okay, so this proclamation is in honor of Miss Julie Clemmer, whereas Julie Clemmer, a lifetime Barstow resident, trustee for Area 1 on the Barstow Unified School District Board of Trustees, and whereas Julie earned her degree in international relations from Pomona College in 1978, and for over 30 years she has dedicated to Brubaker & Mann Incorporated, which is recognized as the Barstow Chamber of Commerce 2000 Large Business of the Year, and whereas Julie served as its president for the last 30 years, and whereas Julie, in 1992, Governor Pete Wilson appointed Julie to the State Mining and Geology Board, and she was reappointed in 1994. She is an active member of the Optimist Club, holding various positions and currently serving as the treasurer. And whereas Julie's commitment to education is evident in her support for high school students and families during the college application process, and whereas Julie generously provided backpacks and collecting clothing to students in need. Since 2003, Julie has been a devoted member of the Barstow Unified School District Board of Trustees, and now, therefore, the City Council of the City of Barstow hereby recognizes and thanks Miss Julie Clemmer for many contributions, dedication, and invaluable service to the City of Barstow and our community, and for the positive impact her services have had on those she served. Signed and sealed on this day, June 25th, 2024 by the complete council.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Do we have any more cards? None, okay. Reports, staff reports. Saturday school report for the 2023-2024 school year. Saturday school report for the 2023-2024 school year is presented to the Board of Trustees for information.
And in Mr. Godfrey's absence, I will present this report to the board as information on the Saturday school for 2023-2024, which was held at Barstow High School and at Central High School on the following dates: September 16th and 30th, October 14th and 21st, December 9th and 16th, January 20th and 27th, February 3rd and 24th, March 23rd, April 6th and 27th, May 4th and 18th. And this was a total of 14 days of Saturday school. Students who attended were able to make up absences and lost instructional time. And we were able to recoup ADA to the tune of $6,976.41. And I would like the board to know that we are evaluating the cost of Saturday school to the district, and to compare what we are recouping in ADA as well as in instructional time. And we'll be making decisions moving forward for 24-25. But this report is presented to the board as an information item.
Thank you. Second semester suspension report 2023-2024.
And I think this one's mine too. In Mr. Godfrey's absence and in Ms. Norman's absence. This is the second semester suspension report, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to look at it myself. This is the extended suspensions. Pending expulsions are not included in the report. The attached chart shows the number of infractions cited under each letter of education code, and there have been no suspensions under the listed education codes. There were a total of 402 considerations, and the reasons for those suspensions, the reasoning codes are there for your information. The financial implication on the suspensions to the district is $46,088.61. And the district continues to work on CRPBIS and MTSS, multi-tiered systems of supports, in order to find alternative ways of addressing student needs that does not require either suspension or expulsion, in order to provide equitable access to instruction to all students. And so we will continue that work, but this report is presented to the board as an information item.
Thank you. Enrollment report, month 10. The enrollment report for the 10th month of school is presented to the board as information item.
And this one does go over to Mr. Beaton.
So for our enrollment, I think last year we were losing students toward the end of the year, but not this year. We've kind of held on our retention a little bit stronger than last year, so that's the good thing. At month 10, we were, compared to last year at the elementary, we had over 100 kids more than we did last year, and at the high school, it was just about 25. So all in all, we've really done well as a district fighting back, I think, this year.
Thank you.
For your
And we're going to go back to you with the monthly cash report.
monthly cash. As of June 17th, 2024, we have $70,882,584.51.
Thank you. Superintendent's report.
Yes, thank you very much. Good afternoon, board members, staff, and guests. This afternoon, I am proud to be here as your superintendent as we honor so many amazing individuals for their dedication and commitment to Barstow Unified School District. You have heard me say, and I have heard others say, it takes a village to raise a child. And Barstow is an extremely strong and supportive village. To those of you whom we honor today, you are the epitome of the extraordinary members of Barstow who have come forward with your time, talents, and energy to serve a higher purpose, educating and empowering our youth. There are many others deserving of this recognition who are in our presence and who are not here here with us today. To all of you who have made education part of your purpose in life, I say thank you. Next month, Cabinet and the management team will spend time away from the district expanding their leadership skills and continuing to strengthen our collaborative and effective teamwork. We will spend time with trainers from the California Department of Education who will provide us with the skills to help a school-aged child or youth who may be experiencing emotional distress, the onset of a mental illness, addiction challenge, or who may be in crisis. The team will work on elements of their wheelhouse that will include project-based learning. We will receive training in de-escalation techniques from the Crisis Prevention Institute, and we will study the 10 elements of dignity that the Board of Trustees was introduced to during their time at the National School Board Association Conference back in April. We have a few new members added to our team, and I look forward to welcoming them. On today's agenda is a contract for Full Mind Learning. Full Mind is the online learning platform we have engaged with to help support our efforts to minimize the impact the shortage of teachers in our area is having on our BUS teachers and to support student learning. This is a creative, out-of-the-box approach to the teacher shortage that is new to BUSD. There will undoubtedly be challenges we will experience and changes that will need to be made, but I am grateful for the joint effort and support of BEA and CSEA as we work together on this temporary solution that is in the best interest of our students and staff. Later this week, my husband and I will travel to Toronto, Canada to enjoy our 2023 Christmas gift to each other. In my absence, the district will be in the extremely capable hands of Assistant Superintendent Jorge Gutierrez and Chief Business Official Douglas Beaton. I look forward to my return after July 4th to resume the planning and preparation for the return of our students and staff for the 2024-2025 school year.
Thank you. Board reports. Ms. Clemmer, I'm going to give you the option. You want to go first or last?
I'll go first because
All
see
right.
if I can make it through. I want to thank everybody. And that's about all I can say. No, I want to say I've been really blessed with a fantastic board, current and past, and a wonderful staff, wonderful superintendent, current and past, that makes it look easier. I want to thank your husband.
Mr. Watson?
Well, what I have to say is Julie is, there's only one Julie in this world. I'm getting choked up even. Julie has a trait that's very uncommon in this world, is the ability to put others above herself. And I think that's one of the main things that Barstow needs, is people to step up and people to put other people above themselves. And I think Julie, she resembles that. She honors that every single day. There's not a second that I can't pick up the phone, give her a call, and talk to her about anything. So I just wanted to thank you for being my friend, being my mentor, and always being there for my family. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Haldra?
Oh geez, now I gotta follow that. First, I just want to say congratulations to all the award winners for your awesome essays. Great job on that. Second, I wanted to say thank you and for all the support that everyone has given for both the mentors. Thank you for all the extra contributions on top of everything that you do every day. Also to the SRO officers. Student safety is obviously paramount, and we do thank you for everything that you've done. And last but certainly not least, thank you to Julie. I think the biggest thing, at least for me, for being new on the board, I would like to say is just thank you for being welcoming, making it just a nice, just friendly place. Like, yes, you did all the things that everybody said as far as the educational side, but also just a nice place to be. So thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Perea?
I would also like to thank all the award winners and the mentors and our police department and as far as Julie is concerned, I think we're blessed. And I really truly mean that. You've been a blessing to us on this board. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the award winners and those that were recognized, of course. I wish everybody a good 4th of July weekend. We'll see you all after that. And Julie, I thank you so much for all the time that you served on the board and for the time that you and Bob have served on the community. You guys will definitely sorely be missed. I remember when I first got elected at the Optimist Club, she was talking to me about schools, education stuff, and it was like she was speaking a foreign language. I had all these acronyms and all these terms I've never heard before. And I looked at her, I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. When will I know anything about this? And she says, probably about the end of your first term.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning. And all these acronyms, they're still new to me, a lot of them. So I wish you guys well, and thank you. Thank you for being a board member and a friend. We will go into student, Ms. Massimini's not here. Representatives report, BEA, Ms. Sharanda, or Ms. Barella, I believe.
Oh,
No?
what is that?
Okay.
No,
Oh.
What is that?
Stacia is jumping out of a helicopter, so I'll give you tonight. Okay, I stand before you today as a representative of Barstow Education Association, compelled to address a deeply troubling issue regarding the district's recent decisions about hiring online teachers. We were assured that this significant change would not be implemented without thorough discussion and negotiation with the union. Unfortunately, it has become evident that this assurance was not upheld. First and foremost, we would like to express our profound disappointment and frustration. Despite the extensive time and energy devoted to the collaborations between our BEA Executive Board and the District Administration Cabinet, the district failed to honor the commitments discussed, rendering our time and efforts in vain. It undermined the trust we thought we were building with each other. We were told that any move toward hiring online teachers would be a collaborative process with ample opportunity for the union to provide input and negotiate terms that would benefit both our educators and students. This commitment to dialogue and mutual respect was essential for us to move forward in good faith. However, the reality has been severely different. Our union stands ready to collaborate with the district to develop a more effective and equitable approach to integrating online teachers. However, this collaboration must be based on trust, transparency, and mutual respect. We urge the school board to take these concerns seriously and to work with us to create an education system that truly serves the needs of all of our students and supports our dedicated teachers. While we understand that incorporating online instruction can be beneficial in some contexts, the root of the problem driving this necessity is a more profound and troubling issue: our failure to adequately compensate our teachers, leading to an alarming rate of teacher turnover. We need to acknowledge the critical role that teachers play in our educational system. They are the pillars of our schools, dedicating their lives to educating, inspiring, and nurturing our students. However, despite their unwavering commitment and tireless efforts, our district is losing too many of these invaluable educators each year. This turnover is not just a statistic. It represents a significant disruption to the continuity and quality of education our students receive. The primary reason for this exodus is clear and undeniable. Our teachers are not being paid competitive salaries compared to those in neighboring districts. When teachers can earn significantly more elsewhere, they are left with little choice but to leave our district in search of better financial security for themselves and for their families. This reality has several damaging consequences. Number one, teacher shortages. As more teachers leave, our district struggles to fill the gaps. This shortage necessitates the hiring of online teachers to cover curriculum, a stopgap measure that cannot replace the depth and richness of in-person instruction. Number two, disruption of student learning. Higher teacher turnover leads to instability in the classrooms. Students benefit from a stable, long-term relationships with their teachers, which foster trust, engagement, and a deeper understanding of individual learning needs.
Frequent changes in teaching staff disrupt these relationships and negatively impact student outcomes. Number 3, lower morale and increased burnout. Remaining teachers often face increased workloads and larger class sizes as they try to compensate for the loss of their colleagues. This added pressure contributes to higher levels of stress and burnout, further exacerbating the turnover problem. And number 4, difficulty in recruitment. Our district's reputation for lower pay makes it challenging to attract new, high-quality teachers. Potential candidates are naturally drawn to districts that offer better compensation and a more stable working condition. The need for online teachers in our district is a symptom of a deeper issue, our failure to adequately compensate our educators. By addressing the root cause of insufficient teacher pay, we can reduce turnover, improve the quality of education, and create a more stable and supportive environment for both our teachers and students. Our teachers have lost confidence in the district to do what is right for us, devaluing our role as educators. It is imperative that we act swiftly and decisively to ensure our teachers receive the recognition and compensation they deserve. Thank you for your time and support.
Thank you. CSEA? Nope, we don't have anybody? Nope. Personnel Commission, Ms. Dool?
Board members and guests. The next commission meeting is scheduled for this Thursday at 3 p.m. There currently are 362 classified employees with the district. My office is currently screening over 500 applications for 6 recruitments that are moving into the testing phase. I hope everyone has an enjoyable 4th of July next weekend and a great summer break. And lastly, to Ms. Clemmer, I just want to thank you as the Director of Classified Personnel and Secretary of the Personnel Commission. Number 1, for your guidance you provided to Mr. Ben Rosenberg and during his tenure on the board, and now for his tenure on the commission, that guidance you provided him has helped me, having a very knowledgeable member on my commission. I want to thank you for that. Thank you. I also want to thank you for all the support you've given the classified staff during your time, during my time here. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Adoption of agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda? And a second, please.
So moved.
Second, I'll second it. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Communications, SBCSS, approval of the 2024-2025 Personnel Commission budget. As required by Education Code 45253, the San Bernardino County Superintendent of Schools has approved the 2024-2025 Personnel Commission budget for the Barstow Unified School District. A copy of the approved budget is attached. Do we need to do anything with this?
Is it just for information to the board, Ms. Dool? Yes.
Okay. Consent agenda. Can I get a motion to approve? Motion a second to approve the consent. I'll second that again. All in favor? Aye. Discussion items. General L11, Certificated Management Personnel Contracts. 1-year extension. Recommending the Board of Trustees approve the 1-year contract extension of certificated management contracts. The Assistant Superintendent, Educational Services, and Assistant Superintendent, Personnel Services as listed.
This is my item to present to the board for both Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Mr. Scott Godfrey, and Assistant Superintendent of Personnel Services, Mr. Jorge Gutierrez, upon their stellar and beyond evaluations of the work that they do every day for the students and staff of Barstow Unified School District. I offer to the board approval of an extension of 1 year to their current contracts to ensure that they continue the work that they do for Barstow Unified School District moving into 2024-2025, and I ask the board for your approval.
Questions or concerns? No? Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. B, L12, Resolution 22, 2023-2024, ordering school district election for governing board members whose terms expire December 13th, 2024. Recommending the Board of Trustees adopt Resolution 22, 2023-2024, ordering school district election for governing board members whose term expire. The date of the election will be November 4th, 2024.
Do I need to read the resolution?
Read the first paragraph.
Presenting to the Board of Trustees, Resolution number 22, 2023-2024, ordering school district election for governing board members whose terms expire December 13, 2024. Resolved that pursuant to Education Code Section 5302, the County Superintendent of Schools of this county is hereby ordered to call an election for the purpose and in accordance with designations contained in the following specifications of the election order made under the authority of Education Code Sections 5304, 5320, and 5322. Specifications of the election order, date of election Tuesday, November 5, 2024. Purpose, election of 3 governing board members. Polls will open at 7 o'clock a.m. and close at 8 o'clock p.m.
Questions?
There's an error. I don't know if it's been corrected or not.
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, the following board members' terms, and then they have Ben Rosenberg, Ray Perea, and Michael Watson. And it's my seat, Michael's, and Chris's. Under current considerations.
Yeah, the first thing.
So we will need to correct that. Oh, mine shows,
No, it's there.
The next,
Oh,
number
the
B shows the
C
correct.
is correct.
I see it.
but
Yeah.
D is
Okay.
not.
We missed it.
So we need to correct A under current considerations / alternatives. It should read Julie Clemmer, Chris Okamura, and Michael Watson. I think all the others are correct. Thank you for pointing that out, Ms. Clemmer. We appreciate your attention to detail. And we will make that, and that change will be made, and you will vote on this resolution based on that change.
At a later date?
That'll
No,
be
no.
reflected in the minutes.
Pardon?
It'll be reflected in minutes.
You're voting on the recommendation for the resolution.
Okay, and we're gonna do that now. So,
Yeah.
so those of us that are affected, do we need to abstain or can we vote?
This is a resolution to order the election.
To order the election, not anything to
Oh,
do with
okay.
the individuals.
Right. Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
L13, process of appointment for, pardon me? Oh, okay, L13, process of appointment for potential board member vacancy. Recommending the Board of Trustees discuss the process for identifying and appointing nominees and approve the process of appointment for potential board member vacancy.
And as we've all been speaking about today, Ms. Julie Clemmer has resigned from the board.
What?
Effective the end of this month, and because it is past the required timelines, the board is required to either appoint a trustee or hold a special election, and it is up to the board to decide which they choose to do and motion on that. And I believe that the board's decision is to go through the process of appointment, which is what is here on the discussion item. And if that is the case, then you would motion and second and vote to approve the appointment process, which is detailed here in this agenda item.
Okay. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns?
I don't see the timeline that you had shown us attached, so.
We're not voting on the timeline tonight.
but
Okay, so
somehow
oh,
it needs to be released to the public
Yeah,
or put on the website.
It'll be on the July 23rd.
The timeline,
I forget what's on this timeline off the top of my head right now.
all the dates. So we will make sure that that is on our website.
Okay.
It's posted on our website and on our social media.
Okay, good.
All of that will be posted. So any individual interested in an appointment to the position will understand the process, the timeline, and what they'll need to do to apply. And we'll make sure that that is all
Will
listed.
that also have the special board meeting.
You'll
I
have
have all the dates.
all the dates, yes, on that timeline.
I do have one thing, just to clear up, just to make sure that the appointment is for the end of the existing term.
Correct, yes,
Just
thank
as-
you. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. The appointment will be just to the end of Ms. Clemmer's appointed timeline, which is November 30th. I think it's November 30th, 2024 is the end of her term. Her position is up for election this year. It is one of the positions that you approved just a moment ago in the previous agenda item. And so whoever is appointed would either serve the remainder of that term and be required to run for election, or choose to just serve out the appointed time, and then whomever is elected at the November 5 election would then take over the position. So yes, thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Okay. Can I get a motion and a second, please?
So move.
Can we pause for a minute?
Oh, we need to,
If you can pause, we've lost the
Oh, the feed?
entire live feed and
the
everything.
live feed has,
Alright,
I'm sorry.
it's
we'll
The
go out to the
computer
bar in the
crashed.
meantime.
it's thinking. Technical difficulties. Every time. There we go.
It's gonna take me
No pressure.
a minute. None.
No
Here's
pressure,
blood
hurry
pressure
up.
right now.
All eyes are not on you.
Really? That thermostat
And you're
fire?
typing too, sorry.
Thermostat is on fire?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Put on a top box, atmosphere. Like 20.5.
Is that liquid in the bottom?
I don't think so.
No.
It looks like it kind of,
Oh.
like you would move it around.
It's magic. I was showing Ray, remember this? Did you ever do that? Where you pitch that and it looks like it's magnet? Julie's looking like you're amazed.
Did you guys do that when you were in school? You got me on that.
I know.
I'm actually assumed it's a magnet.
You did that.